Hello, beloved, beautiful, masculine. How are you? And cross watchers, of course. Hope you're all doing well. Beautiful energies at the moment. Beautiful. Intense also. Very intense. Um, depends where you're going. Depends where your mind is. Depends if you can quiet your mind and if you let it take over. If you let it take control over your feelings. And so let's see what's going on in the Divine Masculine's mind space. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. He wants to come together with his Divine Feminine. There is this amazing energy going on of new beginnings, new starts. I hear longing, longing for conversation, but also, fair share. That's what I hear. Fair share. It's also the card of union. It's the card of connecting and coming together, holding that space together and letting go of everything what no longer serves them and going beyond the he she said. It's a huge transformation that's going on in his mind space. There is probably regrets from the past, but it's a clear focus now where he wants to go, clear focus where he's heading. And I hear he stripped the thorns of the roses, and it could be that the Divine Feminine was helping them, was helping him with that, to get him into another space, another mind space. I also hear readjusting his thoughts about the Divine Feminine. So it could be that there is a lot going on in his mind space, and maybe I have a feeling because the karma clearing, what happened, that there is this this more ease, more ease about the feminine. Could be that the feminine gave him support, and that he need to readjust his thoughts about the feminine. Interesting. I get this song through. It's about fairness, being fair, and he really appreciated. Oh, and that's why the thorns are stripped away from the roses. So, wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So it could be that the feminine helped him, to get rid of the thorns of the roses, and just, having the roses. Okay, and enjoy the roses. What's in his heart space? The sovereignty of swords. The Divine Masculine in his heart space. He don't want to argue. He wants to have peace. He don't want to fight. There is this. He really got in this space of, how do I say it? Anointment. He got an anointment, about the things how he handled it. So he got his freedom, he got his dignity, he's got his crown, he's got his respect, he got everything what he wanted from the divine feminine, and that's in his heart space. And he never realized that. He never realized that that the feminine could respect him. He always had the feeling that the feminine disrespected him because it was of his, you know, of I hear past behavior. And he found out that that's not the case. In his heart space, he knows that it's not the case. And that he is a sovereign being, that he's free, that the divine feminine is a sovereign being, and that she's free. And that's, yeah, that's what I see. He has his crown on his dignity and on his communication. So it could be that he had too much expectations in his heart space. Okay, let's see. What is his higher self saying? What is his higher self saying? I hear it's liberty, liberty. What is his higher self saying? Yeah, you need to withdraw yourself and you shine your light within. It was time to slow down. And that's what already the Divine Feminine said, I think, in my last reading. I think 3 weeks ago, I already told the Divine Masculine to slow down, because we all know when we don't slow down, and the universe will step in, and they give us the space to slow down. So now with the star, you know, he's able to withdraw, to let his wisdom come out, to meditate, to take his rest, and shine his light again, because it was too much shadow. I hear there was too much shadow, was too much darkness all around him. It, yeah. Oh wow, I get a message for someone coming through, and it could be that, you know, I see I see a blue car, a light blue car, and that light blue car, okay, and I see that he is probably saved by this light blue car. I see him crossing the street, and while crossing the street, you know, he didn't pay notice because there was so much things going on in his mind space that he wasn't aware was where he was walking, and it was almost very close that he got hit by this light blue car. So that's so his higher self saying, you know, now it's time to rest, now it's time to take a vacation, now it's time to withdraw. And I think that's the best thing what he can do, or the universe will stop you before it's too late, right? So that's what what's his higher self saying. You know, it's time to withdraw, time to go within, you know, take care of yourself, get out in nature, you know, go into the woods and the forests, and yeah, do the things that you need to do to recuperate and take care of yourself. What is his higher self saying, or what is he saying about, what he's thinking about the Divine Feminine? What is he thinking about the Divine Feminine? What is he thinking about the Divine Feminine? This one wants to come out. Oh wow. she knows the wheel of fortune. She knows how the karmic wheel works. And she knows that if she is in this karmic wheel, that it's bigger than herself, that it's bigger than going beyond, right? So it's very interesting, because I see it's in this occasion, there is prosperity coming both of their ways. He sees her as prosperous, and he sees her as fair. And this is what it balanced out a karmic cycle. Also, you know, it's probably because of the eclipse. A lot of old stuff is coming up, and when we don't work with the eclipse moon, you know, then the cycles will go on, right? So yeah, and they both know that they clearing a lot of karma. They clearing a lot of karma, and good fortune is coming their way on both sides. They didn't have any lack in their life. So the divine masculine didn't have any lack in his life. Divine feminine didn't have any lack in her life. They all both think about abundance and prosperity. And it could be that the divine masculine cleared out the lack in his life, that he had a feeling he was always in lack, and there was never enough, and it was never good enough. But now that karma is cleared on both sides, I hear. And that's how he sees the divine feminine, that she is good on her own, and that she has a huge transformation. I see the Ouroboros. It's the cycle of shedding your skin and starting a new cycle. And it could be that the divine masculine saw that the divine feminine learned her lessons and upgraded, or just went in that space of enlightenment, but also about knowledge, what to do, what not to do. And she's mentally, she's very, very strong. I also hear there is no I see there's almost no one that can get her out of her alignment, that can get her out of her center, because there are many people that try to get her out of her center, and she is not moving out of that center, and that's so beautiful. And the divine masculine is seeing that, and he's respecting her for that. You know, she stays in that glow, she stays in that happiness, she stays in that happy feeling. And yeah, it's really beautiful. Yeah, I have to honor the divine masculine for that. You know, it's yeah, it's the wire, the barbed wire is gone. That's what I hear. The barbed wire is gone. You know, when you're still in that lower frequency, then the barbed wire will come on, and your shadow side will come up, and all these things that are able to harm people. And she's not going to that space. She is not no, I hear she let go of that space. And that's how he sees the divine feminine. It could be that she did a lot of shadow work. And that shadow work is giving her the space and the time at the moment to go in a life of happiness and prosperity and light. Because she worked through the shadows for many, many, many years. So she's at ease. She's at ease with her feelings. Okay. How does the higher self of the divine masculine sees the divine feminine? Endings of a period and new beginnings. It's the Kundalini energy that gets activated, and she is moving up. She knows exactly where to give her energy to. It gets exactly how it works. Knows that there are endings and new beginnings, and that's what the higher self saying. You know, the higher self saying, "Okay, this is an end. You know, this is a closure, and you clear the karma, and it's an end of a period that won't repeat itself." You know, I know that the universe always wants to try to test us, right? Always. But it's just, what kind of meaning do you give to everything they test you? You know, if you see, okay, you know, these are patterns from the past, you know, and it's not about the person that is right in front of you, you know, then you know that you need to clear a karma there, and that has nothing to do with that person. You know, it has to do with the energy behind it, because it's for the collective, it's for the higher good. And that's why when you close that karmic cycle, you know that you can move on, and that you are um getting something on your way that is more in alignment with you, that's more appropriate for you. And that is also for the divine masculine and the divine feminine within, right? Because the divine feminine get tested within, and the divine masculine get tested within. And then it's like, okay, what can you let go of? What kind of things do you need to let go of? And when you close that cycle, doesn't mean there's any animosity between the two persons, because they know on a higher level that is a huge karmic cycle of the collective that they cleared. So it's a huge um, thing that happened here, and it happened for the good. It happened for the good of both, and that's the higher self saying, you know, this is okay, this is perfectly fine that you're closing this, and that it's um that this cycle is closed, you know. Oh, that's interesting, because the higher self also says, um you hold the space of the portals. You hold it the space of the portals, not to enter, not to let the darkness enter through. So that's really important to know, guys. That's amazing. You know, that the divine feminine hold it the space, and you can also see it here. It's the rose. You know, if you see this as the portal, and this is the death, you're ending. You 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 there was a savior of a portal for the dark to come in. And that's what the higher self is saying, from the divine masculine towards the divine feminine. She saved the portal. Wow, that's next level, guys. That's really next level. Because it could have been by with the sun eclipse, you know, that she was holding that space, you know, and because of the lightheartedness, you know, the darkness couldn't come in. She was protecting, the portals. Wow, beautiful. um what is the uncomfortability of the divine masculine? The ruler of coins, you know, he went, above, he went, he knows how to manifest, and that manifestation will be very, very huge for him. So I think that there is more um, um, prosperity coming his way. And I hear the soul star within his body um, guides him to more prosperity. His soul star, when that soul star is opening, then all the prosperity is there, and it's multifaceted. So when that soul star opens, you know, on a higher level, you know, he's always protected. And that's what could be an uncomfortability for him. You know, he knows he's protected, and but also that, you know, that higher heart, that soul heart, the soul star is opened for a new level. It's really, really amazing. And that could be because of the karma clearing with the divine feminine. So what is he going to do about it? What is he going to do about it? Yeah, he is going to a higher vision. He is using the moon cycles. He's using uh, a deeper understanding to clear that out, and to connect with that soul star. You know, using the moon cycles. You know, going in that energy of the medicine wheel. And that's really beautiful. That's how he dives in. You know, he used all the moon phases to move through his emotions and to clear it out. Beautiful. Beautiful. So what combines them together? What combines them together at this level? What combines them together? How he sees the relationship with the divine feminine. Yeah, Two of Wands. Yeah, new energy, you know, balance, and keeping that balance, and moving forward. You know, it's like, you know, giving and receiving. It's receiving and giving, and that will get everything in balance. And they did a great job. They did a great job with clearing out the karma, without both of them, you know, not knowing at that moment, at that time, that they were doing so much good for the collective, that they shifted so much. And that's what combining them both, that's what their job is, just doing the shift and making the shift. Okay. Let's see what the other cards are saying. If there's anything coming up from the past that needed to clear. Yeah, it's also here, new beginnings, um, material, on all levels, I hear, on all levels, prosperity, because they passed the test. They both passed the test. You know, they both cleared, they both did the thing. You know, there was no animosity, no jealousy, no, no, good, I hear good communication about it. And, and everything what you give and what you receive is in balance. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this time, and I'm really proud of the Divine Masculine, and I really honor the Divine Masculine for doing his work, for, you know, walking through his shadows, you know, and passing through and doing the work, and keep committed to himself, keep committed to his authenticity, knowing where he needs to go, because when he is doing that, he's stepping out of that darkness and stepping into that light. And that's really what we all want to do, right? We don't want to keep in pain. We don't want to be controlled. We don't want to be in that darkness, you know, and we transforming everything. The light is transforming the darkness. It's good to have the darkness, because without darkness we have no growth, you know. But there will be a time that you just can cross over, you know, getting out of it and keep everything in balance, because that's the part, you know. You won't be enlightened by just you know, walking the light all the time. You're getting enlightened to be aware of that darkness, right? Okay, well, see you soon, and love you all. I don't have any time for readings this week, so I'm fully booked. If you want readings and you want on the waiting list, that's perfectly fine for me. So in the description box, you will find the email address, and I see you soon. Or give me a personal message if you want to connect with me, and then I will connect with you. So have a really, really amazing week. Bye bye, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.